Good morning, everyone. It is May 11th. It is 1 week after we announced. It is also my 43rd birthday, or as my daughter likes to joke, that it's my 29th birthday for the 14th time. It is 4:17 in the morning, and why I'm awake at this hour, I have no idea. But I vowed that I would stick to trying to share this journey with everyone and bring everybody into it, and so we will keep doing that. We've learned an incredible amount over this week. It's a lot more complicated than I think people realize. Someone asked me last night as I was meeting with my filmmaker. He was asking me about different types of candidates, and I said, well, there's these tier 1 and 2 candidates, and they've been in politics for a long time, and everybody knows and accepts that they're running. And then there are these folks who want to make a point, and they put up a website, they speak, they tend to have a single issue they want to highlight, or a single position that they want to highlight. And so I said, I kind of fit in between these because I'm incredibly broad in my experiences and knowledge about the government. And I literally have written a book on how to redesign the government. So I'm qualified, I'm interested, I'm capable, I'm willing to serve, but I haven't worked in politics. And it brings up the constant question I hear. Do you have to be a politician? Do we want a politician? I think that's the better question. And am I going to become one? And I think one of the big things we've learned over this week is I'm not a politician. I don't think I'm going to become one. And I'm also not an activist. I applaud the energies of both groups. But I am more of a leader. I'm a thought leader. I have vision, and I come up with ideas on how to solve big problems. And it's a different type. It's a different skill set. But I remain steadfast in believing that is what we need in this next administration. We need somebody who understands the lay of the land inside the government and how that connects internationally, and how we, like former Secretary Mattis says, lead with the power of inspiration, backed by the power of intimidation. I love that idea. So how do we have a president that is inspiring and that brings our people together, but not like a cheerleader without thought, but a cheerleader with vision? And so you need to have that excitement, but you also need to have that serious component of planning and thinking forward. But then there's so many logistics. I'm certainly not I'm not a marketing person or a social media guru, and so I have people on my team that are trying to wrangle me. You got to do it this way, and you got to do it that way, and they're so right. There's just only one of me. I'd like to say there's only 8 working hours in a day, but that would be fake news. I'm at least 12 to 15 hours of working a day. So, and clearly it's 4 a.m. on my birthday on Saturday. I haven't taken a break. And I went till 10:30 at night last night. So as we like to say, this is a marathon, not a sprint. And how are we going to bring all these components together? There are just funny things that I've learned, like how many different tripods you have to carry with you at all times, and make sure they're all portable, and make sure that they can hold things steady, and make sure that you're comfortable asking people to be interviewed or on camera. I'm still working on that one. I missed 2 videos yesterday, and I have to do better. I have learned that there are mountains of paperwork, and sometimes things go quickly and sometimes they don't. Our approval with the state took 16 days when it should have taken 2, set us back several weeks. Planning forward for that stuff is challenging. And I think everybody has advice. That's been probably the thing I've had to learn to take with a little bit of a dose of sugar, if you will, right? Everyone means well, and I love the advice, but you might imagine as the single point of contact on this, advice after advice after advice after advice after advice starts to sound like every single thing that you're doing wrong. And I sometimes say to people, you get two recommendations and make them actionable. We can only move forward if we're doing what we need to do. But honestly, it has been amazing. We've talked with folks representing Puerto Rico. I've worked with a filmmaker, and we'll be doing an improv session tomorrow for Mother's Day, and I have no idea how this is going to go. We are getting talk offers from around the country, which is very, very exciting. I've talked to folks about immigration. I've talked to both the right and the left. We had a big presentation with the Grassroots Progressives and the Women's March of Florida and the National Organization for Women for Florida, always pressing that equal rights amendment goal. And as I say to people, I'm having the most amazing experiences meeting really just anyone who has an idea, something they're passionate about, or some sort of innovation that we haven't highlighted yet. And I find it fascinating when people hear about what's inside government, it's like their eyes are opened. And I think that combination, it's the magic I'm hoping to find. So people ask me all the time, what if you don't win? And I always say, what is the definition of winning? We want to get a seat at the table. We want to be part of the influence in this country for good. And we're dedicated to doing that. And I believe we absolutely can, not because I'm amazing, but because I believe in this country, and I believe in all the amazing work, energy, and ideas that we have across this country. And so I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel, and I don't think we need some brand new idea. We just need to bring all those great ideas together and then see what happens. Well, good morning, and I'm off to the races, and it's time to go work before everybody wakes up and then celebrate for the rest of the day.